Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Wednesday. How's everyone doing today? Sound off in the chat. Pretty quiet day today. In like my personal life specifically. Everywhere else has been kind of hectic. Don't forget to smash the like button. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Wednesday, guys. My favorite day of the week. Probably the most chill. Again, in my personal life. Mad Peter Peppers wants to look at Roaring Kitty. Or Roar, specifically. I feel like I was going to do something else that I don't remember. Oh, yeah, I was going to switch my speaker. Okay. Got that. Cool, cool, cool. And then I got to turn on the webcam. Hey, what's going on, guys? Supercycle? I freaking hope so. I think that'll be sweet. I'm here for it, man. It makes the most sense, honestly. With the theories going around that the United States is going to use stablecoins to erase our debt or whatever, it literally would only make sense for us, or for them, to induce a rat race, a global, or at least a countrywide rat race for our world superpower rat race to pile into crypto as far as retail is concerned. Ooh, look at this, man. You were in this beautiful range. Yeah, honestly, even this. So this definitely rejected. Like, amazing. Look at that. I called for this, obviously, this over-exaggerated pump, but this rejection or invalidation of this Head and Shoulders was tremendous. I don't know if you can leverage trade this anywhere, but if you could, some people definitely got screwed trying to short it. That's hilarious. So, big invalidated middle finger pattern on Roar, on ETH specifically, and then it was trading in this lovely little range between 54 and 70 until it finally broke out. A little pop right above it. Currently sitting at 74.47, 75, probably going to be psychological. If you get above that, though, what do we got next for our targets, our points of interest, our points of control, what have you? I guess I would go, I'm going to go 86. No, I'll go 85. Yeah, we'll go 85. And then from there, I definitely want to do like 1. And then should we go, is it 12? Is 12 relevant? I guess we'll do 12. And then the very Pico top, I'm just going to go 15. Is that too high? Let's go 14.5. Yeah, that looks good. Tom Selleck's Code said, Hoka. Hoka to you as well, Tom Selleck's Code. Hoka. Hoka, everybody else. We're getting a little pumpy here. It's kind of exciting. Yeah, this invalidation of this Head and Shoulders is pretty sick. That's awesome. This is what we like to see right here. Bear's getting a little too comfortable. And then, pop. Just a little surprise. Looks good, though. 75.01. Up 7.27% on the day. Heck yeah. Bitcoin, though. Bitcoin is currently sitting at 114.2374. Looking real good. Let's go refresh our liquidation heat map. Happy Wednesday, guys. Cheers. Interesting. Interesting. A lot of liquidity today. 114,318. Oops. 114,318. Okay. That's awfully close, ain't it? And I'll go all the way up to the top. 116,423. Baja said, yo, what's going on, Baja? And then I'll go right in the middle. I'll go to this big boy right here. 115,328. And then down below, we got 113.55. Let's see. Does that sound better? I'm trying to work out the mic for you guys. The very bottom of that, I'm going to go 110.781. And the mid zone, I think the middle is probably right at 112. Right there. Let's go 111.876. Sure. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so those are liquidation points. Relatively even across the board, which is interesting. We got pretty much the same amount of space all around. Let's just test that theory. It is almost identical all the way up, which is interesting. That's a little bit thinner. Huh. Very interesting. Bitcoin 114.13 and 42 cents, looking good. Bitcoin dominance 58.34. Hopefully rejecting. What would that be rejecting? 58.45. Yeah. We'll see how that pans out. We do have a confirmed green dot on Market Cipher and a green dot on a momentum wave, which sent her up. But alts are doing pretty dang good today, so you will not see me complaining about dominance pumping. ETH is up 0.96% on the day, currently trading at 43.51. I think when this finally goes, it's going to go pretty dang hard. Look at how long this thing's been consolidating for. I pointed this out yesterday, but I don't even know what you can call it. It's like, this could be a wedge. This could be like a horizontal breakout, which we've seen before. Maybe it dips one more time, and then it just explodes. Maybe it just capitulates sideways for a minute, and then it explodes. No matter what, I think the signs point to it going up. I'm not going to say that that's a guarantee, but that's the rate that it looks right now. My breakout guess for this being like a curve, like a parabolic curve. Well, no, I think it was way longer than that. Hold on. Something like this. And that breakout being where it finally gets above this mediocre level that we've been chilling under for forever. So we'll see what happens. 43.51. We haven't really left our little range of 42.40 and 4,400. Volume looks decent. RSI is just consolidating. I would love to see what the Bollinger Bands looks like on this, especially on the higher time frames. We have an unconfirmed green dot back here, right at the local bottom. Waterfly said, like you losers. I agree with Waterfly. ETH looks good. Sol is up 3.2%. Sol, for some reason, outpacing ETH, which I find to be very telling. It is lingering right below 225, which it has already wicked above, which is awesome. We got a break above our upper trend line, support, and continuation. And this is a rising wedge pattern. But I believe the first point, it moving up into the first point versus down into the first point. This is a uptrend like continuation pattern, I believe, versus a uptrend bearish pattern. So just because its general trajectory is up does not mean that that's always bearish. It can be a bullish continuation pattern as well, which I believe this is the case of that situation. 224.25, hopefully a break of 225. We continue to remain bullish. We are almost overbought on our RSI. We were for a hot second. Didn't quite sustain that though, which we're totally okay with. We'll see where we go from here. And your momentum wave could use a little cool off. This is a little spiced up for an extended period of time, so we'll see what comes of that. Total threes up 1.56% on the day, currently sitting at 1.09 trillion. We danced around 1.07 after breaking it yesterday, which was very exciting. We broke it, support, and continuation. We're sitting at 1.09, like I said. according to the RSI, we might be due for a cool off, but I've definitely seen the RSI rest right below overbought and then just pop off and get incredibly overbought and then cool off. And that cool off, you know, could consist of just this and then a continuation. This is enough to reset the RSI down to like 20, 30. So, but we're sitting at 1.09 trillion. It looks really good. We're possibly getting a bullish engulfing candle in the 4-hour time frame as we speak. Volume looks great. RSI looks great. Momentum wave could use a little cool off. ADA's up 2.18% on the day, currently sitting at 88.39. Having trouble getting above 89.74, but we are trying, which is what really counts. With ADA specifically, we had this other gigantic falling wedge. Broke out, retested, confirmed bullish support, continued, and we rejected once, now twice at 89. If we get a pullback, I would look for maybe this being a W, something along those lines. I would look for a retest of 84, 85. So if this comes down and completes some kind of M, I would look for 84 or 85 pullback and then a continuation from there. Volume could be a little bit better. This is on KuCoin specifically though, so keep that in mind. Our RSI was overbought back here. It is no longer overbought right now. I think the price is like almost the same, so there's technically no bearish div, but it's getting close. Momentum wave could use a little cool off on ADA as well, so I would not be surprised to see a pullback here. However, again, we've seen it linger. When I say it, I mean charts in general. We've seen charts linger near overbought territories, and they pop off really quick, and then consolidate and continue, and this consolidation resets that RSI, so that way there's more scaffolding built upon the price. SNEK is up 7.68%. Look at that beautiful, delicious, nasty wick. That's what we like to see. Currently sitting at 44.37. I've said it a million times. Whenever SNEK gets below 4, it's a buy for me. Not financial advice. It has worked out tremendously each time in my favor. We got inverse head and shoulder here. Played out beautifully. Right here, could I probably fudge an inverse head and shoulder? Yes, I absolutely can. That played out beautifully as well. Did I see that prior? No. Was I long anyways? Yes. Am I always long at SNEK? Absolutely. What do you think? Currently overbought on the RSI, and your momentum wave is a little spiced up. I could see SNEK just go up forever. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I would not be surprised if it did, though. Currently up 7.66% on the day, holding 43.08, looking good. Next target, 45.23. We'll see if that breaks. Otherwise, 43.08. Support. If we lose that, then 4 should be pretty good support. What if I said, if show can get up to 12 likes, JJ might wash his black shirt he wears every freaking day. XRP is up 1.15% on the day. Ooh, breaking above the upper trend line. Having trouble getting above $3 though. So we did a little dance below the lower trend line. Got back above it. Retested it. Held it as support. Almost rejected. We like danced around the upper trend line, broke above it, little fake out, broke above it a second time, rejected us again. So we rejected $3 twice, but this second time around, we're still holding above our upper trend line, which is awesome. If we could maybe linger here for a minute and then get that break above 3, that would be really cool. RSI was only overbought for a quick second right back here when it first touched the upper trend line. Everything else pretty chill. Momentum wave looks pretty chill as well. So XRP kind of looks like it could run more, but we'll see how the rest of the market reacts and if it can break through this $3 level. HBAR is up 2.28% on the day, currently trading at 23.33, right below 23.5. This is our second touch of 23.5 with a couple of wicks to the upside, indicating some sell pressure, but that's not a big deal. We got back above 22, which was the point of contention for me. We got support, support, support. This is a clear head and shoulders here. Play it out to the downside. And then down here, you could probably establish a regular inverse head and shoulders. Broke that neckline, continuation to the upside. We rejected 23.5 once, and we are there for the second time right now. If we reject that as well, look for a retest of 22, maybe 22.5, if you're lucky. Otherwise, that break would be awesome. RSI here was also overbought for a quick second right there. First touch of that 23.5 line. Momentum wave a little spiced up. Could probably use a pullback or a cool off. Everything else looks really good. SWE is up 4.1% on the day, currently trading at 361.20. Everything for SWE is in line for this pattern to play out exactly as we drew it. So if it lingers here for a minute and then blasts off in a day or two, what is that? No, that's actually next week. We'll see how long it takes. Maybe we can scoot the fractal back a little bit and look at Sunday, Monday for a blast off. I say Saturday, Sunday, Monday would be a fair window for that to scoot appropriately. And then that will give us our longer term parabola versus just a gentle ramp up. Because that would mean number go up over time on a curve rather than just a flat line. But looks good. We're sitting well above 353. Next target 370. Dremmer said, show us the chart where the trend line touched you. Waterfly said, AVAX gets me stiff, dude. Avalanche is shredding today. I'm excited to look at Avalanche. Ando last night out of nowhere, possibly signaling this move today. Ando last night was up, I believe, as high as like 10 or 12%, some crazy number. It's currently up 7.08% since yesterday's daily close. Beautiful. Look at that. We have this gigantic triangle, symmetrical triangle even. Fake out below, which we called. Perfect touch of that trend line. Break above. Rejection. Support. Support. And then we zoom in here. This is how cool this is. This is why I'm flabbergasted that I used to think TA was a meme. We got support here, rejection here, little midpoint liquidity pullback, break, pullback, support on the upper trend line, breakout now. And we got above 95.35, which is that insanely important inflection point that I've been talking about for forever. As soon as we got above 95.35 with conviction, it just went crazy. Got above $1 and it is currently sitting above $1, trying to hold above that, establishing some kind of flag, it seems. So we'll see if that thing continues to the upside. It was overbought for a hot second in this gigantic big mama jamma candle. Currently, we are not overbought, but the momentum wave is a little spiced up, a little overbought, so it's chilling. What if I said I bet Franco has a stiffy today too? Is he still around? For him. Cheers to Franco. May the pivot always be with you. All right. Arrow. Arrow is up 0.78%, still lingering around 110, 115, still having trouble around 120. If we get above 120, it'll be fun again, but until that happens, we're kind of stuck in this little purgatory for Aerodrome while everything else pumps, which is totally fine because this thing had insane gains. If you are holding this and you either didn't take profits or you're somehow down for some reason, even though it's up 56%, and you're mad because Ando's up 7% today and you're not up 7% today, you're up 56% still. Don't be a weenie, you know. Don't be a sore winner. Don't be greedy. But Arrow looks really good. RSI is chilling below its moving average. Momentum wave sitting right dead center in the middle. As soon as we get above 120, it's going to be fun again. 123 is that lower trend line from back here. Whoops. From back here. That we could get above as well, but 120 is the point that we're really struggling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rejections at 120. We got to break that level, man. But we're holding 110 and 115 really strong, so it looks good. Pinlink's down 1.26% on the day, rejecting 60 cents again. Is it going to continue to the downside? I have no idea. I would expect 50 cents to hold really strong if it does try to continue to the downside, but I can't read minds. I don't know what people are going to do. The volume looks really, really good for this increased price action, which is what we want to see. Momentum wave almost oversold. It's getting towards the lower half. MH said CPI tomorrow. Waterfly said JJ said crypto will be fun again. Dixie said smash the like. Sorry, can't hang out. Have a great stream. Dixie is actually going to a meet and greet with Lil Wayne at some hotel or something. I don't know. It sounded a little sketch to me, but he seems excited about it. So have fun, Dixie. Pinlink. like I said, down 1.23%. Let's see if we can get above 60 cents finally. It's been lingering almost longer than ETH has, but ETH has been lingering sideways. Pinlink's been lingering down a little bit. So volume looks really good though. Render's up 4.15%. Beautiful breakout of our upper trend line. Rejection at our comically large range. Support at our 374 level. And another try at our comically large range. Lower trend line, which is 393-ish. No. What is that? 395. We get above 395. It is go time. As of right now, we're waiting for that bullish engulfing to close. Hopefully, we can just break above 4. It was overbought for a hot second at this big mama jamma candle. Billy said, "Oh, I'm such an effing. I wanted to buy another 10 Solana using leverage at 203. RIP. RIP, Philly." So, with Solana, my target, not Solana, I'm sorry. With Render, my frugal target for this being a potential flag is around 450. And the big boy target, if it's really exciting, is 575. So we'll see if either of those play out. A break of $4 would just make me happy. I'm liking that all of these wedges and triangles are playing out. That's really exciting because that means that technical analysis isn't a meme, and that's what we like. JShoot 2.0 said, "When, JJ?" Always. Stellar's up 2.93% on the day. Stellar had this upper trend line resistance at 3651. We had 1, 2, 3 rejections. We broke it on the 4th attempt, and now we're dancing around, what is that, 38.5? Lower trend line of our trading range. Once we get back in that trading range, our big point of contention is definitely going to be this 46 level that we could not break last time for some reason. If we break through that, then the really, really big, really, really long-term level that we want to break is 52. We could not get above 52. Even when it was really, really hyper bullish, it could not get above 52. This could potentially be a giant weird flag. Not a lot of points of contention, so that's really me grasping at straws, trying to make stuff up. But as of right now, could this be a giant cup and handle as well? I kind of see that as well. I'm not a big cup and handle guy, but I've seen him play out a million times. Other people seem to like him quite a bit. So we also had a Head and Shoulders here play out, which I think is the same Head and Shoulders that was on every single coin, which we kind of called, but I'm not going to take credit. Our RSI is dancing around the moving average. We were overbought for a hot second. Now we're chilling at around 65. And your momentum wave almost overbought. Could use a little cool off, but we'll see what happens. Polkadot is up 1.3% on the day, currently trading at 419. We are having trouble at 421. Not too much trouble, though. A lot of wicks in both directions, a little indecisive. What I like is that we finally broke out of this upper trend line, seemingly with conviction. We zoom in a little bit. We got support, 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 break, retest, break, retest, support of the upper trend line versus this $4 level, and continuation, trying to get back above 421 next. If we get above 421, then 444 should be next in play. RSI could use a little cool off. We do have a confirmed red dot on Market Cipher right here, which may have played out already. That was this red guy, which sent us back below the upper trend line, so we'll see what happens. Billy said, Waterfly said, Charlie Kirk said crypto would be great again. Too soon. Philly said, rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. I did want to bring attention to this, guys. Regardless of your political opinion, whether or not you agreed with the person, this is somebody who I would consider a journalist, a journalist, political or otherwise. We're not supposed to bring harm to people just because we don't agree with their opinions. What happened today is inexcusable, and I guess my thoughts go out to his family, especially his children. To grow up without a father is messed up. So that's all I have to say about that. Cheers to Charlie Kirk. All right, let's move on. Polkadot looks good. We'll see if we get a cool off here. Barkcoin up 5.16%. The fractal that I only adjusted like 14 times seems to be playing out perfectly now. Oh man, my ankle. was sitting weird. We got a beautiful break above the purple trend line, which was short-term resistance around 79, where he also broke above 83.2. What if I said, well said, JJ, proud of you. Thank you, Butterfly. I don't agree. Like, if somebody's I don't even know. You can't really justify anything like that unless, like, they were hurting somebody. You know what I mean? But all this dude did was talk. And that's no excuse to bring harm upon them. At all. It's completely inexcusable. That pulse play, I said Ray is sending. Let's go check out Ray. Let's go. Patience plays off, man. Unfortunately, sometimes you have to endure some crazy like riptide price action. Oh my gosh, 20%. Let's go. Look at that. Inverse head and shoulders played out perfectly. Left head, right neckline. Had this little rodeo right here, but that didn't shake you. Arguably, actually, that could have been, and let's get really technical with this. Let's get really straight with it. That could have been a breakout retest continuation, which is awesome. Absolutely shredded to the upside after that. Broke through 9. You're currently sitting around 9.7 right now. Tried 10. Got a little failure. Could do for the pullback, though. Your RSI is a little spiced up, so it looks really good, man. 20% in a day is pretty sick. You called it? Thank you very much. I try my best. What if I said was great shot, though? Hit the artery. Yeah, there's no... The whole story around that is super sus, dude. The situation, like, there was a million different camera angles, too. Something's up. Like, somebody's involved. If not, then if it's like one lone person acting alone, who is still at large, by the way, which is extra suspicious. If it's just one person acting alone, then they got some kind of like special training or something. You will not convince me otherwise. There's no way. I don't know. We'll talk about it after the daily close contest. Because that's pretty crazy stuff that's happened. Barcoin, he's caught. They got him. I thought that they didn't. Let me see. Let me look it up. Hold on. No, there's a person of interest in custody as of 16 minutes ago. I don't know, man. I don't know. What a weird thing. It took them like 4 or 5 hours. If that is him, it took them like 4 or 5 hours to get the guy, which is insane to me. Anyways, Barcoin 87.51. Slowly grinding up to $1. Would have been a pretty sick buy down here at 70. What is that? That's a 36% rise just to $1. And we know it's probably going to $1, so kind of a no-brainer. Did I take the trade? No, I did not. Waterfly said our FBI director says we have him. Well, good. I'm sure that they need to have somebody, so. Gas is up 2.55% on the day. Ooh, struggling to get above 82.76, but it is sitting above it right now. It is currently at 82.82. If we continue up and get bullish engulfing, I guess I would like to see next. What is this? This is a little baby inverse head and shoulder, kind of. I kind of like that. What would our target be? Frugal target, breakout. Probably at 88 level. So let's see if we get to there. This is almost bullish engulfing candle. We'll see what it closes like. That pulse play I said for the 16th time. ETH goes to blast off. Now it's SEC or 1 sec. Yeah. Cass, you want to close above this 82.76 line with conviction, not just like we closed above it and then it falls immediately. RSI and Momentum Wave have plenty of room to grow, so we'll see where she goes. Avalanche is a big deal today. Avalanche is up 12.92%. Broke this symmetrical triangle. Beautiful symmetrical triangle, by the way. Avalanche is one of those that's so easy to trade. This thing, you had resistance, support, midpoint resistance, support, fake out to the downside, resistance, support, resistance, midpoint support, break, retest, continuation, textbook. Literally could have created that perfectly. Did I? Nope. Am I going to say that about every single asset? Probably. We are currently up 13% since that break, though. If you would have bought that break alone, you would be up 14%. Woohoo! Blasted right through 27.33. It's at 29.33 right now. Next, in my opinion, there's not a lot of resistance here. I suppose right where it's at is resistance. Never put this line in. We got confluence, rejection, 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 support, support. So there's a decent amount of confluence at this exact level. What is that, 29.5? We're at 29.3 right now. So if we get through 29.5, then next, probably like 32. I don't even know. Would it be 30? Yeah, I'll go 32. Let's go 32.5. Let's do that. So let's get through 29.5 and then see if we can get to 32.5. We are incredibly overbought on Avalanche right now, though. So Waterfly said 200 yards is a good shot. Philly, no collateral damage. Target hit one shot. I used to do 175 with only iron sights. Yeah, that's that Pulse Player said. How is nobody talking about this? Talking about what? The Charlie Kirk thing or ETH? And this random crazy turn of events that happens every time anything tries to get fun again. Chainlink is up 1.95% on the day. So with Chainlink, we had 23.2 as a temporary resistance. We got support, 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 break, resistance, break, support, break, resistance, resistance, break, 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 support. Hopefully we can hold above this purple trend line on Chainlink. Chainlink is very much like Arrow. It had this crazy, tremendous, monstrous, meteoric rise and a bearish pattern that it broke bearish out of, and it's fulfilling that bearish pattern as we speak. Probably getting ready to go up again. I would not be surprised if this is fulfilled now and we continue. You can just zoom out and literally look at this play out over and over again. The latest ones are right here: pump, retrace, pump, retrace. It's probably going to pump again, and then it's going to retrace, and that retrace is probably going to line up perfectly with the peak of this 26 something. Not really that much news. That Pulse Player said ETH is up 0.84%. What do you mean, ETH not moving? Yeah, it's kind of being outpaced by Sol. It's the rotation, man. Great rotation. We might have already seen ETH season, and it's probably going to continue to go up. So Bitcoin pops off, and then ETH starts to outperform. Bitcoin still goes up, ETH just goes up more. And then ETH pops off, large caps start to perform. And then it rotates again. Large caps pop off, ETH still continues to go up, but large caps go up more. It's the path to alt season. We're slowly, hopefully, on our way to a beautiful, delicious alt season. So next break for Chainlink, I'm suspecting 24.42. If we can hold this support area, RSI looks really good. Momentum wave a little spiced up, but you know, I can maintain that for quite some time. We have a unconfirmed green dot and bullish divergence on Market Cipher, so expecting hopefully further upside. Tom Solix said, with my AR and a red dot magnifier, I can hit 250 pretty easy. Good rifle and quality dot with magnification, but mega crappy situation. I just feel terrible for the kids. Yeah, that's pretty messed up. What if I said, Philly, I am not happy a young person was killed for having debate. That's the worst part of it too. It's literally just somebody talking. Like, his biggest crime was sharing his thoughts, sharing his opinion on something that somebody may have disagreed with. And I think that that's devastating. That's the dumbest thing that I've ever seen happen in my life. As somebody losing their life over a difference in opinion. We've lost the plot. We've literally lost the plot. When we can no longer have a discussion, there's no point in attempting to reason, because there's no reason to be had. Tyler submitting an early daily close contest guess. This might be the most serious thing that has ever happened since I started streaming. And it's unfortunate that somebody had to lose their life. I think that that's completely unnecessary and avoidable. And whoever did that, I don't know. I have no opinion. I think they're a worthless piece of shit based on the circumstances that I'm aware of. Anyways, Chainlink looks good. Let's break 2442 next. Doge is up 1.8%. Doge woke up like yesterday, before everything else, it seems. I still have my retrace target around 23. I still believe in that. If we do get a retrace, Doge had this sloppy triangle, symmetrical triangle situation that it broke out of. It really compressed down in there, which is why I think ETH is going to send. I really do. Because look at Doge and everything else that was in triangles. ETH, it's not necessarily in a triangle, but it is in a compression. This is a compression. And it is squeezing. It went from this big, beautiful, wide berth to now this, like, teeny tiny, like, tweezer squeezed, this little flat line of price action. It's going to pop. The pressure's building. Tyler said it sounded like a hunting rifle. I have no idea. That could be depending on the mic from the clip that you listen to, the speakers of the device. If we're not there, then I think it's hard for us to tell. Anyways. Doge. Doge is up 1.79% on the day after a tremendous run up to 24. It's sitting at 24.49 right now. 25 is going to be the next level. Big psychological level. We'll see if we can break that. Whoops. That's not what I wanted. Do we think... Actually, I want to run this poll. I'm going to run this poll. Do you guys think that Doge is going to break $1 this time around? Because it didn't get to $1 last bull market. I want to see what you guys think. Oh. All right, let's see what you guys think. I think it's a good question. Good stream question. Okay, NEAR's up 3.23% on the day. Ooh, look at that. Gosh, this is so pretty. I don't even know how to describe it. It's like watching an artist work. You lay out the stupid lines, and then the cryptocurrency, the chart, the stock, the commodity, whatever, is like, watch this, and then it perfectly plays out according to your lines, and it like paints this beautiful picture. And it's not you. I can't take credit for this. The price action does what it wants. I just put the lines down. We got support, break, retest, support confirmed, break above this resistance, which is at 269. We're currently sitting at 272 right now. We can get a continuation, which we were incredibly overbought right here, so I would not be surprised at a retrace. Momentum wave a little spiced up, but we did get a green dot as we speak, so this thing could continue to the upside. I would love to see it close above 269 and stay above 269, but we'll see. Tom Selleck said, if we're going to 10 trillion, I think it has to. It is the people's meme. It's top 10 still as well, isn't it? I think it's higher than Cardano. Yeah, Doge is number 8. Why is Tron number 9? I've literally never met anybody that uses Tron. I swear. I know a million people that are obsessed with XRP. They worship Brad Garlinghouse and they think it's going to $10 trillion. I've never had somebody ask on the stream. I've never had somebody in Discord or on X talk about Tron. Tron is the greatest anomaly I've ever seen. BNB actually has like an exchange tied to it, and people that use it. There's an ecosystem, a whole Memecoin eco. BNB was the godfather of meme coins. Meme coins did not exist before BNB. BNB gave birth to meme coins. It literally was like the god of memes. Drummer said, could it be because of Tether? I don't know. They do have a suspiciously large amount of Tether minted on there at all times. It's just weird, man. It's weird. What if I said Doge hits 41 cents would be a miracle? I think we looked into their inflation, though. Their inflation's not that bad. Tom Salksgoat said it's manipulation, right? Coach 2 Canap said, hi. With the data yesterday, do you think tomorrow will be good for us? And maybe 50 basis points? I think 50 would be high. I would be okay with 50, but I think any higher than 50 and people would start to panic. Michael Cho said, I just use Tron to transfer assets from different exchanges, which means you're not in it for an extended period of time in order for the market cap to be so high. So literally, it doesn't make sense that Tron is number 8 or 9. It's weird. It's quite an anomaly. That Pulse Play said it's because Justin Sun owns 2/3 of the supply, so why would he sell? Just hold and price will go up. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's so easy to manipulate something. We've seen it a million times with these meme coins, where there's just bots buying and selling pennies at a time, and it's like volume is crazy and the price just goes straight up, and then, you know, Joe Blow and the Tom, Dick, and Harry and Sue all buy right here, and then the eventual actual market cap, they probably put like 10, 20 grand into it, like regular retail, and then the Sustin Jun, the creator of said meme coin, pulls the plug, and he gets all of their 10, 20 grand just by setting up this stupid bot and tricking a bunch of plebs into dollar cost averaging into a meme coin that he just created 5 hours ago. I'm just saying. We've seen it happen a million times. And it gets up to $1 billion market cap within a day. It's all manipulation. It's just funny, man. DJNair said, I did farm LP back then too. Tron used to be great for transferring USDT. I like that everybody has their own way of transferring USDT. And I find it really funny when people just straight up transfer stablecoins. People are like, I send USDT straight from the exchange to my wallet. And I'm like, why? That's the weirdest thing I've ever heard. Isn't it like expensive and slow? But I mean, to each their own, man. And they're like, I don't want to lose money sending Doge or whatever other XRP or Stellar. I'm like, what are you losing? Don't send it during a volatile time. You probably gain. You lose. What are you gonna lose? 0.01%? You're paying more in fees anyways. Coach 2 Canap said, when we will get rate cut and then pump alt season, or what? After September 17th? I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen after a rate cut. My concern is that we're going to see a sell the news. DJNair said, no, literally the cheapest and fastest. What is sending Tether directly? No, it's not. I disagree. Cheapest and fastest, probably Stellar. It's literally instant, which blows my mind. I remember doing that 4 or 5 years ago. It's like I hit the button and I checked my wallet and it was there already. I was like, whoa, it was pretty sick. But yeah, I don't know if rate cuts are going to be sell the news. I really have no clue. So yeah, let's get a close above 269 and hold it. Pengu is up 3.03% on the day. Beautifully held our support at 28. Broke above our resistance at 31 and 33. And we are chilling in this little pocket in between 33 and 35 right now. So let's see if we get a break. Beforehand, we did this and we came right back down. We don't want that to happen. So I don't know. See, I kind of see an M right here. This could do this maybe, and then maybe get a midpoint bounce. We'll see what comes of it. But as of right now, we're sitting comfortably above 33. RSI looks good. It is sitting below the moving average, so could retrace a little bit, but that'll give it a little cool off that it needs. BKG the God said, what's the cheapest way to withdraw our gains at the parabolic stage? Cheapest way to withdraw? I don't know, actually. I don't know if there is going to be a cheap way, because we're going to have to pay taxes no matter what. So, Coach said, my theory is sell the news and people get shaken out and will FUD about getting rate cut, but no alt season, and then we will pump. That is exactly what I think will happen. DJNair said, are you in any longs right now? Yeah, I'm in a SNEK long, but I think I'm getting shafted right now. I was up and I didn't sell. And now actually, it's break even. It was down for a second, but it's break even as we speak. Yeah, Pengu's up 3.07. Hopefully we get a close in this pocket and we stay in this pocket. Oh, we got less than 1 minute remaining until the daily close contest. Silver looks awesome, chilling, lingering, 41.21. DXY inverse head and shoulders maybe. MicroStrategy down 0.63, sitting at 326. NASDAQ chilling. S&P record high, looking good. Bitcoin dominance 58.37. Bitcoin 113.974. Let's go down to the 1 minute time frame. Ladies and gentlemen, get your guesses ready for the daily close contest. Let me transfer over to our game screen. Degenaire said, are you in the cheapest way is to send all yours to JJ? That is the cheapest way, actually, to transfer your gains out, is to send it to me. Whoops. All right, ladies and gentlemen, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get your guesses in for the daily close contest. Don't forget to smash the like button. I appreciate you guys for being here. Happy Wednesday. Cheers. First things first, I got to get Mr. Tyler. He submitted his entry early. Whoops, 113. What is it? 113, 900.01. Jesus, I'm really bad at typing today. Here we go. Dremmer coming in with 113, 436.69. Tom Selleck's Goats, our current underdog, who's slowly rising to the top, 114 even. Justin Mahacek, 114.069. Nice. Very nice. Anybody else? Anybody at all? Daily close contest, ladies and gentlemen. Bitcoin currently trading at 113.949 and 68 cents. Looking good. We got a big fat volatile green candle. Yesterday was a crazy daily close. I think the last week has been awesome for daily close contests. It's been super fun. On the 1 minute time frame, we got a 0.16% candle right here, and we are currently in a 0.1% candle to the downside right now. So 1 minute time frame getting a little volatile, getting a little spicy. Coach coming in with 113.600. Anybody unfamiliar with the rules? You basically submit your guess for what you think the daily close price is going to be for Bitcoin on the Binance USDT chart. If you nail the first 6 digits, you win $20. If you nail all 8, which includes the change, you win $100. If you don't get either of those, but you are closest without going over, you win bragging rights. It is Price is Right rules, so if you do guess over, even if it's by 1 penny, your guess is void. We have had an individual guess over by a penny twice. Tyler, most recently, actually guessed over by 69 cents. He almost won the $100 prize, but he guessed 0.69 and it was actually 0.00. So it's pretty devastating blow. We got J Shear 2.0 coming in with a 113.777. Coach, are you changing your guess to 200K? What's that 200K about? I need some context. Degenaire coming in with 113.888. I like that. 8's my favorite number, in case you guys didn't know. I like it because it looks like boobs. If you turn it sideways, it has also infinity. And it is like perfectly symmetrical. You can like mirror it and flip it upside down and stuff, and it still looks the same. It's just 2 circles, man. Coach said, did you check Ondo chart? Now it looked like forming bull flag. I did, actually. I will check it again, though. I was tripping out about Ondo last night. It literally signaled this entire monstrous move, which is pretty awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, you got 1 minute and 42 seconds remaining to get your guesses in for the daily close contest. Chance for you to win up to $100 every single day as long as you smash the like button and subscribe. Turn on notifications. I appreciate you guys for being here. I will say, it's pretty hard. Pretty hard getting up here every single day with less than 2,000 subscribers. So if you guys could spread the word, I would appreciate it. Preferably before 2026. Thank you guys for being here. Bitcoin 114.13 and 43 cents. Tyler getting a little cocky. Said, I'm feeling a hot dog today. Really? Really, really? What was yesterday's? Yesterday's, I think, was a hot dog. I think yesterday's was a hot dog. So that's quite a ballsy guess there, Mr. Tyler. Quite a ballsy guess indeed. We shall see. Bitcoin getting a little spicy here. A little more spicy here. You guys got 40 seconds remaining on the clock to get your guesses in. Gosh, I really like this volatility towards the close. This makes it so much more entertaining. So far, we're at 50-50 on the Doge question. Tyler said, I don't know, I was working. Interesting. Working now, too? I actually didn't go to work today. I feel guilty about it. I had a doctor's appointment, though. It's not my fault. We had apartment inspection, too, which took like 30 seconds. It's the dumbest waste of time ever. Coach said, do you think alt season is big? Hold on 1 second. 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for participating in today's daily close contest. I appreciate you guys for being here. Coach said, do you think alt season will be big like 10x, 20x, layer 1, like other bull run? I think 10. I think 10 is fair. 20 is getting a little spicy. That Pulse player, you are a little too late, my friend. Better luck tomorrow. Let's get these bad boys up on the board. We got Justin. Justin coming in. 114.069. Machacek. Normally, I feel like I remembered that by heart. Now I fumbled it. Tom Selleck's Goat. With 114 even. That one, Tom Selleck's Goat, probably scares me a little bit today. One of these days, one of your guys' guesses is going to cost me $100. And Tyler, 113,900.01. Because Tyler promised to match any wins for the remainder of 2025. dyor coming in with 113,888. 113,777 from J Shear 2.0. Coach coming in with 113,600. And 113,436.69. Very specific from Drimmer. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for participating. Currently, Mr. Tyler is in the lead. Bitcoin currently trading at 113,925 and 63 cents. Tyler's guess is 113,901 penny. Tyler said, put it in my big gap. Dang, that's disgusting. We got 10 people watching, guys. Don't forget to smash the like button. I appreciate you guys for being here. Spread the joy, spread the love. Make sure you share the stream. We're trying to get to 2,000 subscribers before the end of the year. I will say, compared to my recent subscriber growth, this 160 past 1,000 have been quite fast by comparison to the first, like, 500. First 500 was hard. Bitcoin currently in J Shear 2.0's gap. Oh, now it's in dyor's gap. Is dyor going to steal it from J Shear 2.0 by tucking himself ever so gently in just below Tyler in J Shear's gap? Towards the tip, at the tip of J Shear's gap. dyor in the lead. Bitcoin 113,896 and 64 cents. You got 2 minutes and 13 seconds. Tyler now in the lead, 113,904 and 79 cents. See where she goes. Bitcoin is volatile. We've seen candles that go up several gaps since we started looking at the 1 minute time frame. We got a flat line now potentially establishing itself. A nice wick that is a bullish reversal candle, though. Will we see Tom Selleck's Goat take it again for a three-peat? I think that is a possibility today for sure. Bitcoin 113,934 and 73 cents. We got 1 minute and 37 seconds remaining on the clock. This is the candle before the candle that will determine the fate of the winner. Tyler said, thank goodness, I hate being in the lead. I like last minute wins. We shall see, my friend. We shall see. Tyler currently in the lead. Bitcoin currently trading at 113,934 and 74 cents. Getting a little spicy. 1 minute and 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Tyler's guess 113,901 penny. Tom Selleck's goat next in line at 114 even. Degenair below Tyler at 113,888. Oh, there she goes, 113,960 even. 60 seconds remaining on the clock. This is the candle that will determine the fate of our winner. Is it going to pump, dump, or flatline is the question. If it does any of those things, will it remain within Tyler's massive gap? Within Tyler's cavernous gap? 113,960 even. 40 seconds remaining on the clock. This is the candle that will determine the fate of our winner. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you share the stream, smash the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. I appreciate you guys for being here. 30 seconds left. 113,960 even. Still, I don't like it when it's an even number because that makes me think that you guys are going to get ideas and win $100, which would cost me $100. 17 seconds left. Not a whole lot of price action going on here. Completely flatlined. Here we go. 10 seconds remaining. Are we going to get a last second pump or dump? Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. The daily close price for Bitcoin, 113,960 even. Mr. Tyler is our winner. Congratulations, Tyler, on your victory. Ladies and gentlemen, spam the bananas in the chat. 113,960. Very nice. Mr. Tyler, 113,900.01. Congratulations, my friend. Look at that. Bitcoin getting a little spicy immediately upon the completion of the daily close contest. That's what we like to see. We like spicy BTC. Let's go back to our 4-hour time frame. Zoom out a little more. Very cool. Congratulations, Tyler, on your victory. I press your button. Yay! Transition. Very cool. Very nice. Let me add you to the winner's Google Doc. Ladies and gentlemen, spam the bananas in the chat. Breaking Tom Selleck's goats 2 win, possibly 3 if he would have won today's streak. Congratulations, Tyler. All right, ladies and gentlemen, spam the bananas. And can I get a drum roll, please? Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of today's daily close contest with a guess of 113,901 penny and an actual Bitcoin daily close of 113,960 even on September 10th, 2025, Mr. Tyler's prize is my hot dog, a Johnsonville Better with Cheddar bratwurst with shredded cheese, ketchup and mustard on a Kroger brand bun. Congratulations, Tyler, on your victory. Feel free to share this with friends, family, share it with your fellow peers, your competitors, the people sitting just off the victory chart with only 1 win. Whatever you do, you are legally obligated to remove it from the premises. Congratulations once again on your victory. Enjoy. This is literally what I had for dinner today. I've never done the cheese before, but I bought cheese and I have nothing else to use the cheese for, so I was like, I'm gonna throw some cheese on my hot dog. It's the hot dog has cheese in it as well. I was like, why not? So I sprinkled a little bit on there. It's pretty good. Highly recommend. All right. We got 58%. 12 votes. 58% of you are saying no, Doge will not hit $1 this time around. Interesting. By this time around, I mean like this bull market. So, I don't mean like this week. Anyways, congratulations, Tyler, on your victory. Enjoy my dinner. It was delicious. I highly recommend. It's yours now, though. It belongs to you. Bitcoin chilling, 113,941. We got some news articles to go through, guys. There are more home buyers over the age of 70 in the US than under the age of 35. I will say, I cannot imagine being 70 years old buying a house. That sounds awful. When I'm 70, I want to be sitting on my ass doing absolutely nothing. I'm 70 years old. Leave me alone. I don't want to buy a house. I don't want to finance anything. I want to be old and I want to sit maybe outside or something, feed some wild animals. I don't know. I'm definitely not buying a house. We got U.S. mortgage applications falling 34% below pre-2020 levels, weaker than during the 2008 housing crash. U.S. PPI falling to 2.6%, lower than expectations, which I believe is a good thing. This was a feel-good post. I like this one. This guy said, I have a secret to share. After the first 2 to 3 millions, I paid off home and a good car. There is no difference in quality of life between you and Jeff Bezos. Both of you have limited amount of time on Earth. You have twice, if not more, than Jeff. So you are richer than him. A cheeseburger is a cheeseburger, whether a millionaire eats it or you do. Money is nothing but a piece of paper or a number in your app. Real life is outdoors. Become financially independent. That's usually 2 to 3 million. Have good food, enjoy relations, work out, and enjoy sex. Sleep well, call your parents. That's all there is to life. Greed has no end. Repeat after me. Time is the currency of life. Money is not. Sooner you figure this out, happier you'll be. I really like this post. It really spoke to me. And it's true. It really is. You can work all day, all night. If you do not have time afterwards, if you're too tired to do anything, what are you working for? What is the purpose? What is the point? Time is more valuable than money. So just think about that. Next time you think about a job that you're doing, think about how much time you're losing versus how much money you could make. Make sense? Oh, this one was kind of crazy. Crazy coin fashions here. I started crypto with my friend, both with only one soul a year ago. Nowadays, he's a millionaire, and I'm broke because I lost 80% of my port on size plays. This year, I had like 6 opportunities to come back even stronger, but I lost out due to bad timing. I'm still trying to make it up, but I feel like a effing loser. I know it's going to be hard to come back, but I'm really trying my best. I think the problem is they're making excuses. Sometimes you just fumble the bag. But also, at the same time, if I enter the crypto market with my buddy and I become a millionaire, my buddy accidentally gets wrecked for whatever reason, I'm going to hook my buddy up with some money. You know what I mean? I think that's an L friend right there. I'm just saying. Drummer spammed some bananas. Tom Selkscott said, the 7-year-old buying a house or buying their third house, not their first? You mean 70? Yeah, but I wouldn't want to buy any. If I'm 70, I'm going to have the one home that I have, and I'm going to be happy. Drummer said, I just realized I was behind. That sucks so bad. I've had that happen before. Taylor said, I got to go, friends. Have a good stream. Stay focused because work sucks. We got President Trump saying Fed Chair Jerome Powell is a total disaster who doesn't have a clue. Binance partnering with $1.6 trillion asset manager Franklin Templeton to build tailored digital asset narratives. Binance is probably going to be a big player, honestly. SEC delays staking for BlackRock spot Ethereum ETF. SEC Chair Paul Atkins says the agency will ensure capital can be raised on-chain. JP Morgan says institutional adoption for crypto is still in early phases. This one was really good from Stock Money Lizards. Stock Money Lizards very rarely post, so when they do, I pay close attention. They shared this beautiful chart. Bitcoin is forming and attempting to break out of an inverted head and shoulders pattern. Q4 pump loading. It's exactly what's happening. That's exactly what we've seen play out on all of these other alts. Bitcoin is lagging a little bit. Totally okay. It looks like a breakout to me. I'm just saying. That retest is probably going to shake out a lot of folks, but we'll see what happens, man. Marty Party posted about the unfortunate event that happened today. We lost a great young man today that just spoke words. Something has to change. This is our Malcolm X moment. End mainstream media and start the healing. Enough is enough. The media are intermediaries between the truth and your ears. Coach said, can you look at Toshi chart, please? Yes, I can. Let me finish the news segment. Donald Trump also posted about it. He said, the great Even legendary Charlie Kirk is dead. No one understood or had the heart of the youth in the United States of America better than Charlie. He was loved and admired by all, especially me, and now he is no longer with us. Melania and my sympathies go out to his beautiful wife, Erica, and family. Charlie, we love you. Like I said earlier, regardless of your political opinions, your other opinions, whether or not you agreed or disagreed with this man, that does not justify what happened today. Nothing does. It is a difference in opinion. It does not justify murder. There's no excuse for what happened today. So we also got another post from Marty Party. Oracle and OpenAI, $300 billion deal. OpenAI has confirmed a $30 billion per year cloud computing deal with Oracle for data center services, specifically tied to the Stargate initiative, a $500 billion AI infrastructure project announced in January 2025. This deal involves leasing 4.5 gigawatts of data center capacity across multiple U.S. sites, including an expansion in Abilene, Texas. This agreement is one of the largest cloud contracts to date and is expected to start contributing to Oracle's revenue from fiscal year 2028. I believe Oracle posted 2 negative earnings in a row as well, so that was quite a surprise. They pumped, I think they're up like 50% now, and the Oracle CEO is now richer than Elon Musk. He is now the richest man in modern history, which is insane. China's official gold holdings rose 60,000 troy ounces in August to a record 74.02 million. This marks their 10th consecutive month of purchases. As a result, the People's Bank of China has increased its holdings by 1.22 million troy ounces since November. I mean, it makes sense, honestly. If you're planning on your currency collapsing, you need to hoard a currency that's not going to collapse. I'm just saying. That's what it sounds like to me. In dollar terms, China's gold reserves hit 253.8 billion in August, and all-time high. Chinese gold holdings now reflect a record 7.6% of China's total official reserve assets. Central banks are still stocking up on gold. Number go up. We got global broad money supply rose 9.3% year over year in July to a record 140 trillion. This metric covers 169 countries and territories, representing 99% of global GDP. Since the beginning of the year, money supply in US dollars has jumped by 10 trillion. World money supply has risen by a massive 40 trillion since the 2020 event. This represents a compounded annual growth rate of 7%. Global liquidity is surging. When global liquidity surges, there's a trickle-down effect. It might not happen immediately, but it does happen eventually, which means no matter what people tell you, no matter what people say, no matter what FUD comes out, the price of crypto is going to increase. Whether or not that's your crypto is up to you, your conviction, your research, and the coins that you buy. But crypto will go up. Investors are scrambling for silver. Silver lease rates. The 1-year borrowing cost of silver in the UK is above 5% for the 5th time this year. This is well above historic levels of near zero rates, signaling supply shortages. Additionally, the price gap between New York silver futures and London spot prices widened to $1.20 per ounce. Meanwhile, COMEX warehouse silver inventories are now at their highest level since records began in 1992. Demand for silver is historically high. We got the Federal Reserve's balance sheet fell by $39 billion in August to $6.6 trillion, the lowest since April 2020. Since the April 2022 peak, the Fed has reduced its assets by $2.36 trillion, or minus 26.4%. This unwinds 49.2% of the $4.81 trillion in pandemic-era balance sheet expansion. As a share of GDP, the Fed's assets hit 21.8%, the least since Q1 2020, and in line with the 2013 levels. However, the central bank's total assets remain at $2.45 trillion, or 59% above pre-pandemic levels. The Fed is still far away from unwinding pandemic-era stimulus. I don't know what that means, but I think eventually people are going to forget about it and not give a crap, and then everything's going to get better. We got an update from Colin Talks Crypto, our global M2 money supply guy. There was a false spike in the global M2 due to a temporary data glitch in Japan's M2 data, which I believe has happened in the past. That's a TLDR. And then he shared an update of the chart. Bitcoin, inverse DXY, gold, and global M2, all 82-day offset except for Bitcoin. We have a deviation here, which he's labeling delta. Delta, delta. Eventually, number go up. So we'll see a recoupling, I'm sure. Maybe not with Bitcoin. Who knows? Larry Ellison is now the world's richest person with $393 billion, surpassing Elon Musk's $385 billion after Oracle's record $101 billion surge. I'm genuinely, legitimately surprised Elon did not see this coming and plan ahead for it. Not that he's competing to be the richest man in modern history, but he's a smart guy. He was warning us about AI, and then he flipped the script, he pivoted, and he knew it was unavoidable, so he's like, well, we might as well control it, you know, whatever. I'm surprised he didn't set up some kind of data center or mining situation, maybe not mining, but like GPU rig situation for data processing, you know, Tesla data or something like that, you know. Anyways, new U.S. SEC delays decision on Franklin Templeton's spot Solana ETF. Jay Shear said M2 foreshadowing. It really is, dude. Number go up. M2, inverse DXY, and gold all correlate to Bitcoin. Wells Fargo expects 5 rate cuts through mid-2026, which is really exciting. This one's really crazy. No one's even talking about this. BNB, Binance's coin, has surpassed BlackRock's Trust and Rolls-Royce in market cap. SEC Chair Paul Atkins declared that crypto's time has come. This was a cool quote. Bitwise CIO says Solana is set up for a potential breakout with ETFs and treasury backing. Is Solana season finally here? Yeah, I think Solana is going to go crazy. Just in, SEC opens door to crypto super apps. I'm not sure what that entails, but I like it. SEC Chair Paul Atkins says, ladies and gentlemen, we must admit that crypto's time has come. President Trump has tasked me with making America the crypto capital of the world. Let's freaking go. Fidelity has said 1 Bitcoin may be worth $1 billion by 2038. That's insane. $1,000 invested in Bitcoin has outperformed every traditional asset over the last 5 years. That one's actually also crazy as well. Jack Mallers says, no man should work for what another man can print. I find it strange, and I'm assuming it's because he's building, that this dude is so entrenched in Bitcoin and we hardly ever hear about him. But again, it's probably because he's building, and that kind of makes me even more bullish. It's pretty cool. This one was just a funny one. We got breaking. Thousands of McDonald's employees are quitting their jobs as altcoins start pumping again. We got another one. The entire cycle has been made up of mini alt seasons, and altcoins are about to go parabolic for the phase 3 of alt season. This time could be bigger than you think. Let's freaking go. Altcoins market cap is about to go vertical. We are soon going to witness the biggest altcoin season this cycle. Hell yeah. And, oh, we got 2 more items. We got the current situation. Jobs data revised, lowered by 911,000 jobs, largest in history. June marked first month with U.S. job losses since 2021. PPI inflation unexpectedly fell 0.1%, second decline in 17 months. U.S. unemployment rate rose to 4.3%, highest since July 2024. Awaiting August CPI and PCE inflation, which last jumped in July. Is the Fed late? And then we have our daily update of the key events this week. Today, we had PPI inflation data. Tomorrow, we have OPEC monthly report and August CPI inflation. And then Friday, we have MI consumer sentiment data and MI inflation expectations data. Bitcoin is chilling at 113,861.89. Looking good. Guys, don't forget to smash the like button. I appreciate you guys for being here. Let's go check out our portfolio updates. We have our 1K to 10K Grok portfolio sitting down $21, doing pretty good. Sol, ADA, Render, and now Ondo and Doge joining the party, all leading the pack. Sol is up $34, ADA is up 14, Render's up 6, and Ondo is up 1. Doge is up 72 cents. The rest are dragging her down. We got Near, Fetch, Proppy, Shib, and Aptos. It's fun to watch these all flip bullish and become profitable again. Then we got our Memecoin portfolio. Officially, again, continuing to outpace the 1K to 10K growth portfolio. The volatility on this is definitely higher. Therefore, the swings low go a lot lower in this, and the swings high go a lot higher faster. We are in profit $1. We're in profit $1 on the Memecoin portfolio. Let's go. Let's go. Meme season has returned, guys. The Memecoin portfolio is in profit $1. We have one asset that is negative right now. That's actually insane. We are in profit, and there's one asset that is negative by 50%. That's crazy. That's how much the other ones have pumped. WIF is up $68. Pepe is up $20. Doge is up $7. SNEK is up $1. And GigaChad is down $98. I did take a position in GigaChad because it was down so tremendously bad. And I will tell you, I am currently up. Oh, hang on. I'm currently up 34%, 33, 34%. I'm doing pretty good. So that's exciting. Next, we got our narrative portfolio. What used to be the best performer, my favorite, and the most stable, it seems, is currently in profit. What is that? $87.95. This portfolio is made up of one meme coin, one artificial intelligence coin, one decentralized physical infrastructure coin, one real-world asset coin, and one gaming coin. And it is absolutely killing it. VeChain is the only asset that is down, and it's down $11 right now. Fetch is up 11%. Mana's up 15%. Tao's up 21%. And Pepe's up 50%. This portfolio is shredding. It has been in profit consistently throughout all of these dips. It went negative once during the first dip after we built the portfolio. And since it got positive after that, it has stayed positive this entire time. And then last but not least, we have our perfect entry portfolio, a portfolio built entirely by you, the community. Every single person here voted on these coins. We have 9 with one more slot left to fill. The goal is to have 10 coins. Last coin we added, I don't remember, it was Pith maybe. We have one asset that is negative right now. Jay Shear, perfect timing. Jay Shear just asked thoughts on Pith. Pith is up 9.6% since we added it, which was like 4 days ago. So it's doing great. I will tell you my thoughts after this. Render is the only asset in this portfolio that is down. It is down $4. The graph is up $8. Keep in mind, since we invested $100, any dollar amount is also the percentage amount that is in profit or down, because we started with 100, which is kind of the point of doing that. You could do that with 1,000 as well, and then every $100 is 10% or whatever. So yeah, Coach, I gotta look at Toshi for you as well. Render's down $4. The graph is up $8. Pith is up $9. ETH is up $12. Ondo's up 13. Sui's up 17. Sol is up 24. Chainlink is up 55. And Crow is up 75. This entire portfolio is up $213. And this is the latest portfolio that we've built, which is the perfect, the point of the title, actually. The title of the portfolio is the perfect entry. We bought every low, every tremendous dip. Every time people were like, oh my gosh, it's over. We topped. The bull market's over. There is no alt season. You're an idiot. We're going to zero. Every time that happened, we added a different asset to this portfolio. And it's proving itself. This whole entire point of this portfolio is to illustrate to you, you do not have to be a lifelong cryptocurrency diehard like trencher in order to make money in this market, especially during the bull market. But if you are strategic with your buys, and again, you don't have to time the bottom either. You don't have to be perfect about everything. The concept is to buy when there's blood on the streets. It's this. We should just rename it to the Warren Buffett portfolio. Buy when others are fearful, or be greedy when others are fearful. And that's exactly what we've done. And it has proven to be the most lucrative method so far, which is pretty awesome. So those are our portfolios right now. Let me go check Toshi really quick. Jay Shear, if you don't mind waiting, because Coach did ask about Toshi way earlier. Thank you for reminding me about that, Coach. And thank you for sticking around. Toshi. Okay. I want to make sure if I checked on this Clearly, I haven't checked on it here. Let me see if I have it over here. Okay, I do. I have support and resistance. Okay. So then over here, I need to look. Nope, I don't even need to go over here then at all. Sweet. Okay, so Toshi. What is going on with Toshi? You got a big boy spike, a little spike, a smaller spike, and then a medium spike. And there's a very clear lower trend line, which is good. Let me draw that. Hang on. Bear with me. Yeah, that looks good. This I would equate to a fake out. But you got support, support. You got support, support. You got support. Whoops. Oh, geez. Support, support. Okay, so you're ready to support line. I would not expect this to break lower. But if it does, 5 is going to be a big psychological support level. You are sitting on the lower portion of your momentum wave on your RSI, which is right at about 50. Your momentum wave is dead center, flat line. This is very much reminding me of ETH. Actually, let me just do that really quick. Let me go to ETH. Yeah, it looks exactly like ETH. You got these fun volatility spikes, and then it just flat lines out here, which if you were to look at Bollinger Bands, it would probably be like, woo, and then squeezed. Woo, squeezed. And when it squeezes, it pops. What direction it pops is up to the sentiment at the time, and I'm sure where the rest of the market's going. Volume could be a little bit better. This is on MXC specifically, though. I do like MXC, though. You're sitting at 59.05. Getting above 60 is going to be psychological. Is there any newly established support and resistance lines since we've last looked at this? Because I know it's been a while. I suppose this level is going to be really important. This 62 something. You got support, resistance, 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 support, support, support. A lot of confluence at this 62.75 level. You get above that, you kind of got no resistance after that. Currently, you might be sitting at resistance based on this right here. You got support, support, resistance. I guess I wouldn't count that one. Resistance, support, support. So where you're sitting right now, this is kind of the pocket zone, honestly. If you get in between 58 and 62, you probably trade in here for a minute and then hopefully pop off. You could break down, but usually what we've seen with the pocket zones is it's like a setup area for your launch pad. You've seen it right here. This is your pocket zone setup for a decrease. And then again, pocket zone setup for increase, which actually was perfect neckline for your head and shoulder, inverse head and shoulder. I guess that's my only example. Right here, you had support, resistance, continuation, which actually perfectly highlights why these are relevant. So you want to stay above 58.8. And again, that's give or take a few decimal points, I'm sure. But stay above 58, and hopefully you can break above 62.75 soon. RSI and momentum wave both look perfectly geared up, set up for some increase in price action. Obviously, that's not guaranteed, not financial advice, but it looks good. I like it. You got nice scaffolding established, as I like to call it. Before, this thing just ran like crazy, and then it collapsed just as crazy. Ran like crazy, slowly built a ladder down, built a ladder up and down, and now you have all of this nice volume established where there was none before. So this is your nice foundation. It's obviously it's got to get through those now, and then it can use that to springboard up higher from probably 8, honestly. Fallout said, are you bullish on Arrow? I am. In the short term, I could see it cooling off a little more. I think they're going to do good things. We actually perfectly called Arrow thanks to Chewy. I got to give credit where credit's due. Chewy was the one who brought Arrow to our attention, but we had a WM fractal, which perfectly went up to, what did that go to? The purple line, which was 76. And then we had our retrace. So we retraced. We were calling for 44 on Arrow. Didn't quite make it down there. But we got a nice bounce off this lower trend line, which is where it first established itself. And then we went all the way just below $1. Eventually broke bullish. My first target, my big boy target, was $1.50. I was calling for it to linger from that point. It didn't. But after we had this head and shoulder, left shoulder, head, right shoulder, break down, my first target was $1.15. Second target was $1.10. It hit both of those, and it's been lingering around that ever since. Next level you want to break is 120, and then continue to the upside if it's going to be bullish. Your RSI is perfectly centered, as well as your momentum wave. So it's actually very similar to Toshi, where, and it probably looks similar to ETH too. You had this 2 spikes up, and then it comes down and flatlines. ETH, 2 spikes up, comes down and flatlines. Very similar story on these altcoins. These ones just happen to perform really well. Same with Chainlink. Chainlink has the same exact thing going on. Chainlink maybe a little less obvious with the 2 spikes, but I would call this maybe 2 spikes up and then flatline. That flatline is eventually going to pop, and you want to be there for that pop. Which is why it's silly when people are like, oh, get out now and just buy back cheaper. It happens like that, man. You can't buy back cheaper when you're like reading the shampoo bottle on the toilet, and then you look at the chart again because you refreshed it. You're like, oh, I'm waiting for lower. And then it's a God candle up like 150%. You're like, dang it. And you're all mad because you didn't buy back in because you sold because you listened to your buddy from McDonald's. Ball said, thanks, man. Appreciate you, Ball out. Don't forget to smash the like button. Let's go take a look at Pith, or what I like to call it, Mike Tyson's Piss coin. Pith. They had some deal to like tokenize something on the US blockchain or something like that. They're gonna put data on the US somewhere. Well, I don't know where this came from, but it actually fits better than whatever the hell this is. Unless I just scoot that over. Let me go to a higher time frame. This thing has decreased in price over time, which is not a bad thing. It leads me to believe, though, that there is some kind of unlock schedule. So let me go to CoinMarketCap really quick. Before we get into this, altcoin season index 62, very nice. It is increasing, which means hopefully we get altcoin season very soon. Fear and greed 47, which is neutral. That's even better. Let's go take a look at Pith. Pith up 6% today. Very nice. Is there an unlock schedule? Yes, there is. Look at that. This is all time. So we had a big fat unlock in May of 2024, May of 2025, and we're looking at May of 2026. I like that. I like that consistency. Obviously, the supply is going to increase next year, but right now it's rock solid until May of 2026. Justin said Pith is one of the oracles that the U.S. government is using. It and Link. So Chainlink we like, obviously. Pith, technically speaking, has a lot more potential because it's number 82 as far as market cap is concerned. It's sitting at $1.2 billion market cap. Chainlink is number 12. It is sitting at $15.9 billion market cap. What is the difference there? It's a pretty big damn difference. Oops. I feel really bad. Every time I come here, every time for the past 6 years, I have seen Wan Chain trending. And I feel so bad because I don't think that their price has gone up as much as they expected it to. But those people are looking, man. I tell you, they're checking. So Pith with the same market cap as Chainlink, which is not out of the question. I'm sure maybe let's just say it does half. Half would be an 8x, which would put it at $1.35, $1.40, which is pretty sick because it's currently sitting at 17 cents. So if Pith can do half of what Chainlink has done, and that's before bull market, that's pre-bull market Chainlink. If Pith can do half of pre-bull market Chainlink, it's going to get to $1.40, which is going to be an 8x, which is pretty exciting. Outside of that, keep an eye on that unlock for sure. I always want to check this. And what's nice is if they're honest, if it's a trustworthy, or even if it's not trustworthy, just look for the published data. I like that this is published. Currently, 71% of it is circulating. The remaining 28%, I believe, is unlocking. Yeah, this is all of it. So May of 2026, they're unlocking the remaining 28%, which could crash the price if they sell it. I have no idea. We zoomed out on the daily. This thing has gone down. Probably perfectly in line with these unlocks. You got 2 big unlocks so far. You got 2 big decreases so far. I'm just saying, it probably lines up as well. March, April, May, right there. May. January, February, March, April, May. Oh, so maybe not. May is right here. So that's the decrease from the unlock. This is a decrease from the unlock. It's a little bit smaller. This is just inconsequential, essentially. Technically speaking, yeah, 40%. So this is people buying and then other people selling. So just keep an eye on it. Be careful with that unlock. Outside of that, though, I like the transparency. I like that they're being cherry-picked by the U.S. government. I like that there's, obviously, we don't want one oracle. One oracle is bad. That's centralized, that's concentrated, that's prone to attacks. I like Chainlink because it works and we know that it works, but we definitely need more than just Chainlink. What's nice about oracles is the market's open for there to be more than one of them. It's just like Amazon Web Services and Google Cloud and whatever. You don't want one cloud service. That's where you get problems. So that's my opinion on Pith. Next price target, I would like it to see it break 25 cents, honestly. It seems to be struggling around 25 cents, so. Get above 25, and then we will talk about probably 33. Yeah, talk about 33. And then after 33, we can talk about 40. Technically speaking, this is going to be resistance. You got previous support turned resistance. Resistance, resistance, support. So this like 17-ish area is going to be a hurdle. Not that big of a hurdle, but it's there. And again, that's always convenient, unfortunately, but that is the way that it plays out, you know. Even this is an inverse head and shoulder right here. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Tried to break out, couldn't quite make it, and invalidated itself. So, looks good though. RSI looks good. You got a confirmed red dot on your momentum wave back here, which seems to have played out. Momentum wave looks good as well, kind of sitting at 0. Bitcoin is chilling at, let me go down to the 4-hour time frame again. 113,687 and 99 cents. Looking good. Congratulations, Tyler, once again on your victory. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe this is where I love and leave you. I appreciate you guys sticking around. Happy Wednesday. As always, if Bitcoin starts to do anything crazy, I will hop back on. Otherwise, I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you again for sticking around. Don't forget to smash the like button on your way out. Share the stream with your like-minded crypto friends, and I will see you all tomorrow. Happy Wednesday and good night.